There are moments in life when pain feels like the only thing you can see. You replay the betrayal, the heartbreak, the disappointment, the humiliation. You replay every word that hurt you, every action that broke you, every moment that made you feel small. And slowly, without even noticing, you allow your mind to cling to the wound instead of the wisdom hidden inside it. When you focus only on the hurt, it becomes your entire world. It shapes how you think, how you feel, and how you see yourself. But pain was never meant to be a permanent home. It was meant to be a teacher. People often get trapped inside the same memories for years, not because those memories are powerful, but because they keep feeding them with attention. The mind grows whatever you water. If you water pain, pain grows. If you water anger, anger grows. If you water the lesson, strength grows. What you choose to focus on determines who you become. Think back to every painful moment in your life. Maybe someone broke your trust. Maybe someone you loved walked away. Maybe people you believed were loyal turned out to be the ones who hurt you the most. Maybe life hit you harder than you expected. Those moments shaped you, but they didn't destroy you. The fact that you're still here means you survived something that could have ended you. But survival is not enough. You're not meant to stay stuck at that level. Pain is the invitation. Growth is the destination. The truth is, every one of us carries invisible wounds. Wounds from childhood. Wounds from relationships. Wounds from rejection. Wounds from moments where we felt not good enough, not loved enough, not appreciated enough. But the wound is not the problem, staying in the wound is. Healing begins the moment you decide to stop reliving what hurt you and start understanding what it taught you. When you focus on the hurt, you ask questions like, why did they do this to me? Why wasn't I enough? Why did this happen? Why me? But when you focus on the lesson, your questions change. What is this moment trying to teach me? How can I grow from this? What strength did this pain unlock? What kind of person is this experience shaping me into? Pain gives clarity. It shows you what you deserve and what you should never accept again. It reveals who was real and who was pretending. It exposes the difference between temporary people and permanent lessons. Pain is not your enemy, your attachment to it is. There was a time you thought you would never recover. You thought the pain would destroy you. You thought the heartbreak would break your future. You thought your mistakes defined you. But look where you are now, not broken, but wiser. Not empty, but stronger. Not lost, but transforming. Healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens slowly, every time you choose to move forward instead of looking back. When you keep focusing on what hurt you, you remain tied to the past. But the past can't give you anything new. It can't offer new love, new peace, new relationships, new opportunities. Growth requires letting go, not forgetting, but upgrading. Taking the wisdom and leaving the pain behind. Because the pain was only the doorway. The lesson is the room you were meant to enter. Imagine two people with the same painful experience. One becomes bitter, angry, cold. The other becomes wiser, calmer, stronger. The difference wasn't what happened to them, the difference was what they chose to focus on. You always have that choice. You are not powerless. You are not trapped. You are not doomed to repeat the same cycles. You can choose to rise. Every time you shift your focus from pain to purpose, you grow. Every time you shift your focus from disappointment to direction, you grow. Every time you shift your focus from hurt to healing, you grow. You become someone new, someone sharper, someone more aware, someone who no longer accepts the bare minimum from anyone, including yourself. Sometimes the lesson is that you should have loved yourself more. Sometimes the lesson is that you should have listened to your intuition. Sometimes the lesson is that you were giving too much to someone who didn't deserve it. Sometimes the lesson is that patience pays off. Sometimes the lesson is that rejection was really protection. Sometimes the lesson is that life is pushing you somewhere better. You will realize that the universe never takes something away without giving something in return, but whether you receive it depends on whether you're still holding tightly to what hurt you. You can't pick up a blessing with closed fists. You can't move forward if you're still anchored backward. You can't heal if you keep touching the same wound. Your mind is powerful. It can destroy you or rebuild you. It can trap you or free you. It can punish you or strengthen you. What you focus on becomes your reality. If you focus on the hurt, suffering grows. If you focus on the lesson, growth begins. Think about all the people who hurt you. They are not your problem anymore. Your healing is your responsibility. Your future is your responsibility. Your peace is your responsibility. Life is too short to spend years bleeding from a wound that should have already healed. Life is too precious to waste on people who were only chapters, not the whole story. Life is too big to shrink yourself into the memories that broke you. Forgiveness is not about letting them off the hook. It's about freeing yourself from carrying them any longer. It's choosing to put the weight down so you can climb higher. Holding onto pain keeps you in the same place. Letting go gives you wings. And when you finally grow, when you finally heal, when you finally rise above what was meant to crush you, you become unstoppable. You become untouchable. Not because pain never comes again, but because you know how to handle it. You face it with maturity, not fear. With wisdom, not confusion. With strength, not weakness. You learn that life isn't about avoiding pain. It's about transforming it, turning it into discipline, turning it into grit, turning it into wisdom, turning it into purpose. One day, you will look back and realize the pain you thought would destroy you became the reason you became powerful. It shaped your character. It taught you resilience. It pushed you to become the best version of yourself. And on that day, you will understand that growth was always worth the struggle. That is the magic of focusing on the lesson instead of the hurt.